Minnie, it's me, Kristen. I've been crying. No, not really. I had to put some eye drops in my eyes because they were all dried out. Anyway, today I wanted to make a video about... I posted a video on my main page that was made by The Night Revealed. And my friend Oz also posted a response to that video. And it's about kids and psychiatric medications. And so I just thought I'd give my opinion about that subject. This looks weird with this circle here. Anyway, sorry, distracted. So, my opinion is that in some cases I think that medications combined with therapy can be very helpful to kids who are depressed or having psychotic symptoms, and I know that it does actually happen. If your kid is coming up to you, like The Night Revealed was talking about a kid who went up to his parents and said, I feel like killing myself. That's not normal for a 9-year-old. If a kid is attempting suicide in whatever kind of manner, or they feel like they need to harm themselves, that's not a normal child behavior. So I really think it's important to get that child some help, either with a combination of medications and therapy if it is indicated for that child. I think the thing that really swayed me was when I took a developmental psychopathology class, and it's a big long word for basically children and psychiatric problems. Anyway, we watched some videos that were very powerful of children, babies who had like attachment disorders and also who had depression. And it was very apparent that there were children who were developing normally, and then there were children who were clearly not developing normally. And we all like to have discussions about, what is normal, what is abnormal, but there are clearly some times in some people's lives when they are not being normal, and they're, having difficulties in life. And if we can help them with medications, well, I think that even if they're a child, it could be warranted. Now, I know it's a very hard decision for parents, and it's not something to take lightly, but I really do think that it can be beneficial. And I'm also speaking as someone who I first had symptoms of schizophrenia when I was 15 years old, so while that's not 9 years old, I mean, that's a whole different ball of wax, but still 15 and 16 is pretty young to have to think about having a mental illness, but it happened, and I'm actually grateful that I got help when I did. It may have, helped me in the long run to have a better outcome because I was treated so quick, relatively quickly. I didn't stay on my medications, which was probably a reason why, things went terrible for many years, but, I am glad that I had treatment, and it took me a number of years to come to terms with it all, but, and I'm still coming to terms with it because it's a hard thing to face that you're, not right in the head somehow, and especially, there was so much stigma, especially when I, earlier in the late 20th century and even before, there has been so much stigma. I think it's changing now a little bit, but still, people don't understand mental illness, and there is a lot of stigma, and people think that, oh my God, I have a mental illness, that means that I'm totally horrible or, defunct or whatever. But it's not, your whole life isn't over if you have mental illness. It doesn't have to be, at least. Anyway, I really think that, kids should be getting treatment. And the way I look at it is like, this is not a direct comparison by any means, but I think of it as like when I was in 4th grade when I had to get glasses, and oh my god, I hated it. It was like, oh, these glasses are ugly, and I look stupid. I didn't complain too much, but I thought, God, I look terrible, and I'm so weird because I have glasses, and, they're hard to run around and play with because they fall off your head, or they get steamed up from being hot when you're running around, or they get rain all over them and you can't see, and it's hard to play sports with them sometimes. But, obviously they help you see. And otherwise you would be in the classroom going, what? I can't see that. So, I had to get used to wearing glasses, and, it's something I've had to deal with my whole life practically. Well, ever since 4th grade. So, now I have contacts. Sometimes I wear glasses, and obviously the glasses and contacts have improved over the years, just as psychiatric medications are sure to improve over time too. But and I know it's more daunting to think of taking, psychiatric medications when you're 8 or 9 years old. But, what if it actually helped someone's brain, perform better and be more normal, No one wants to have to take medications, but sometimes it really does help. So, and I think it's true in adults, and it's also true in children. And if you can prevent someone from being suicidal, throughout their young life, I mean, God, that's so horrible to think of a 9-year-old out there committing suicide, for God's sakes, or downing a bottle of pills. I mean, it's so, you don't want to have a kid waste their life being depressed and feeling suicidal, and if you can help it at all. I mean, if it were my kid, I would, obviously, I would do something to try to help them get, so they could feel that life was worth living. Especially, when you're young, you need to feel that there are possibilities in life, and I don't know, you just don't want to ruin that. So I know it's not a terribly popular opinion to want to put kids on medication, but I think in some cases it is warranted. And of course you need to have a good physician and someone looking out for them, and good therapy as well, and education about what the mental illness is and how it can affect someone, and learning how to deal with having a mental illness too. So I guess that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.